Hey, it's a drink with Derek, and here with my buddy Brandon Hahn, also known as Gooch on KOMP 92.3 radio in Las Vegas, stand-up comedian as well. And you're working, so I'm assuming you're not drinking. This is coffee, but it might be Jameson.
Okay, well, I like that. That's how you get away with stuff. That's how you get away with drinking and driving right there. No, officer, it's just coffee.
But believe me, the last thing I'm doing, with cops having not a whole lot to keep themselves occupied with, I'm not going to give them anything.
Oh yeah, exactly, exactly. I'll jump into like an infested Uber vehicle or something like that and catch tuberculosis before I start drinking and driving right now because these cops are itching for a story.
Dude, great to talk to you, man. Here in Las Vegas, you are on afternoon drive on the big rock station here in town, which is a hell of a gig, man. You got
exactly. Like, see, that's 92.3. That was like one of the old things with the posters. And boobs. We know
you got a great gig over there, man. That is
love it.
And you do a fantastic job. I was in radio years and years ago, but I mean, let me ask you this because it annoyed me earlier today when I heard someone do this. What annoys you about radio personalities when you listen to the radio?
When they're just talking to hear themselves talk, that drives me nuts. Like, we all have to step in and speak, but sometimes it goes on for like, there'll be like 30 seconds. And I'm like, well, that could have been 10 seconds. You could have knocked that out way quicker. But they like to draw things out. And then especially when they think they got a big joke at the end, they don't know about jokes. Half of them, you know what I mean? The reason why you're in this is because you wanted to be a rock star, but you don't have the talent, but you still wanted to be around the industry. You know what I mean? And now we could get all the third-rate runoffs from the local bass players in town. Clean up on that ass. No, it's just, but I mean, that's the thing. It's like you get into this because you want to be somewhat of a celebrity, but you're just You're just a guy who likes to run their mouth, but it's fun. I love it.
It's a great gig, man. It's a killer station, and you do this, you do stand-up comedy as well, which is cool as hell. You're from Ohio. You've been out here in Vegas now. How long?
Oh man. Okay, so I'm originally from Toledo, Ohio. I moved on my 12th birthday out here. So on my 12th birthday, we packed up and we took off to Vegas.
Mom and Dad thought it'd be a good idea to drag a 12-year-old out here to Las Vegas.
Oh, do it. 12-year-old ADD riddled, mullet having, bugle boy wearing psycho, bro. I was.
Oh, did you have a rat tail?
It wasn't just a rat tail, bro. It was like, okay, seriously, my hat. It's like it was like that across, and then yeah, dude, it was the worst. I'm gonna tell you something, Derek. If you're in school and you have a mullet and you are also labeled the biter, you will never get pussy. It's a promise. I know that.
Labeled the biter?
Yeah, let's not talk about that. But yeah, of course.
All right.
I was 13 years old. I had a situation erupt, and let's just say it kept every bully from messing with me. But every person that had a vagina was like, no, I will not go to prom with you. And I was like, I'm fine then. Fine, I don't need you.
That was 5 years ago.
Come on. I rebelled.
We're almost at the statute of limitation on the biting thing. That happened when I was 13. I'm 18 now. It's prom.
Come on. Nope. Get out of here. I'm like, well, fine. You're going to miss out on this one. I'm a big radio DJ making $30 grand a year.
What's your drink of choice? You and I have gone out several times.
All right.
What is your beverage?
My drink of choice is always simple. I keep it Bud Light because it's always there, and I hate being disappointed. So if I'm one of these assholes that's like, oh, I have a Stella, and then they go, we don't have that, and they'll go, oh, but then never mind. No, I want a drink. So if I don't have Bud Light, I can always go to Coors Light and Miller Light. I mean, they got something there. That's easy. That's easy. That's what I do. So when I drink, I don't understand how anybody could be a beer snob when after two, the taste doesn't matter. I drank 4 Pabst Blue Ribbons, and it's like back to back to back. 2 of them, like the first one is like, oh God. But after that first one, you're like, whatever, let's go. That's every beer. Or I could sit there and go drink like one of these craft beers and feel like I just drank a loaf of bread and now I'm not drunk, but I'm walking around like I drank 7 beers. I'm like, no, I want to get drunk. That's why I drink beer. I go to Bud Light.
Well, and if they don't have your beer, they know you're going to bite them because your reputation carried over.
Dude, the fear that comes with that label.
Bar.
There's been I'm just telling you, like,
they're going to find you a Bud Light if you want a Bud Light.
Yeah, all I do is I just go, and then boom, they just give me a Bud Light immediately. They actually run across the street to the other bar and carry their glass back home to that bar.
And fill it up.
And fill it up with a smile on their fucking face.
Because they know what's coming if it doesn't show up. You're from Ohio. What do people not know about Ohio that they should?
Oh, let's see here. The one thing you need to know about Ohio is the one thing you need to know about Ohio is to get the fuck out of there, because my God, dude, Ohio, you're from Michigan, bro. I'm from Toledo. If Toledo, Ohio is the asshole of America, Detroit is like the colon cancer. Like, it's so all over the place. Like that whole No, I'm just saying, like, there's no it just seems like America has completely forgot about those places. And I'm not trying to shit on the people, but those places, they used to be thriving. And now it's like it's hard to find a living there. It's hard to get ahead of there. There's not a lot of hope.
Detroit's making a market comeback. Toledo is kind of like the retarded brother that never quite got over the hump of taking the medication and the therapy, and now he's working at 7-Eleven night shift from midnight because they don't want him seeing a whole lot of people. So
he probably attempting stand-up comedy at 35. I mean, it's like God knows where he's going to go with his life.
Well, you're still a monster Cleveland sports fan. I mean, you are a huge Cleveland sports fan. What is now? And obviously, you grew up with them until you were 12, and then so what has been I have so many Cleveland friends that have so many marked sad moments in their sports history. What is the saddest moment for you?
Okay, I wasn't old enough. I really wasn't old enough to see I was alive when the fumble and the drive happened, but I wasn't old enough to understand. I was like 4 or 5, so I didn't understand like football at that time. The shot, I wasn't a giant basketball fan. When I started becoming the worst moment I ever had at a sports fan, like my ultimate meltdown, number one was there was a football game that happened. It was the Bears and the Browns. Okay, Browns are up by 2 touchdowns. There is 2 minutes and maybe 20 seconds left. Bears get a touchdown, right? Then they kick the ball off. They get the onside kick. They go back and they score again. Now the game is tied. I am fucking fuming, all right? Then the very next play, the Browns get the ball. They throw a pick 6, and Brian Urlacher runs it into the end zone. I'm at the bar. I'm probably like 22 years old. I still can't handle my liquor. It's 1 in the afternoon. And I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I pound the table, and all the beers go everywhere. And I was like, oh, I didn't realize that. That's when I realized I had to get a grip on things. And the other one was when LeBron left the first time. I was so mad. It's such heartbreak.
I'm sure of that. Yeah, I had a lot of friends of mine that had that same attitude when he bolted the first time, and then he comes back and gets you a championship.
Dude, it's the best story ever. Make that LeBron coming back to Cleveland story into a fucking movie.
It should.
Starring Michael B. Jordan. Make it happen.
You're a fixture in Vegas radio. Been doing this a long time, man. What is your with all the pandemonium that happens here in this town? What was your favorite celebrity encounter?
Okay. Vinnie Paul, drummer for Pantera, the late Vinnie Paul. Very first time I ever met him. I was at the Circle bar at the Hard Rock, and Vinnie Paul walks by, and I run up to him and I go, "Hey, Vinnie, just want to say, big fan of you, man. Love, hell yeah. Pantera is like a foundation band for me. So just thanks for doing what you do." And he's like, "Cool, man." And I go, "Yeah, dude, we play you guys all the time at the station." And he goes, "The station?" I go, "Yeah, I work at a radio station." He goes, "Oh, which one?" And I go, "KOMP." And he goes, "Which one are you?" And I go, "Gooch." And he goes, "Oh my God." And he calls his friends over, and they're like, "This is Gooch, man." And I was like, oh, I couldn't believe it, dude. It was like,
that's cool.
It was cool. Like, it was like, here's somebody that I looked up to, and he was like surprised to meet me. You know what I mean? And and dude, I think I was probably like 27, 28 years old. I might have been still going through my bandana phase. Yeah, I had that too.
He was your Bret Michaels bandana?
Oh, dude, yeah. I was trying to grow my hair out long, and I saw a picture of myself, and I'm like, I wanted to go back in time and set my hair on fire, like just do the Ghost Rider, because it just looked awful. And so dirty, just so filthy. Like you ever see there's a scene in the first Batman movie when the Joker, he ends up like poisoning all the beauty supplies, and they go to the newscast, and all the newscasters look all busted and broken up, like all fucked up. That's how he looked every day. Like it was just, oh man, terrible.
What's your favorite thing about Vegas?
My favorite thing about Vegas. Okay, it's a town built on convenience. Like, dude, you know how it is. Like when I go to Toledo, bro, sometimes it takes me forever to find like a liquor store. It takes me forever to find someplace to eat or whatever. With Vegas, what you want and when you want it is literally 10 minutes away. You know what I mean? And it's incredible. You could get whatever you want, and it's all right there, ready for you, hot and ready for you. I love it.
You could get a hooker to bring you the liquor.
Yes. And then you could, there you go. Look at
that's
you.
That's like a new Postmates.
Right. Postmates. Come on, buddy. Punted it up.
Nice job. Boom. What's your least favorite thing about Las Vegas?
Okay. My least favorite thing about Vegas is like, I don't like it just seems like it's more of a fake place. You know what I mean? Like it's got this, it's like, there are times when I'm like, do you really got to put tits there? I mean, it's a teeth whitening billboard. Like, why are tits on the teeth whitening billboard? You know what I mean? It's like, you could have just showed chin up, you know what I mean? But
you looked at it.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I mean, here, granted, I got tits right there too. So, I mean, it's like same deal, but I understand they're attention grabbers, but it's like, there's just times when you look at Vegas and you're like, sometimes the excess just gets to be a little too much. But again, like I said, if I'm talking about the excess, then I also got to accept the fact that with convenience comes that excess.
Right. Yeah. I think there's I think a lot of people that relocate here, and I'm not stereotyping California people, but it seems like a lot of the West Coast people that relocate here from California, from Southern California or whatever. I don't know if we seem to be like the Australia for those people, like the outcasts that got shoved on a boat from Los Angeles and got shoved over here.
Yeah.
Where it's like, bring us your douchey and your needy and your self-centered and it's like, these were the douchebags that LA said, you got to get the fuck out.
Right. Well, fuck
and,
LA.
And see a lot of those people here. Well, the cool thing is I mean, but by the same token, you also meet a number of people from the Midwest, like, meeting you, and I'm from Detroit. And so it's like when you see people from the Midwest, from your part of the country where you're from, you kind of gravitate towards those people. And it seems that much more exaggerated when you see people that are acting like fools, and you go, oh, come on, really?
Absolutely. And that's what it is, dude. It's like Las Vegas is the perfect when you look at Las Vegas, just like you said, it's like you're getting this West Coast mentality mixed in with like some Midwestern mentality. And in LA, like when somebody says something idiotic, like when they go way too far left because it's all groupthink mentality, like the message is out there. It's like if they go way too far left, nobody checks them. But here in Vegas, we're like, dude, shut the fuck up. If you're gonna sit there and bitch, get the fuck out of the way, because there's a line a mile long and we're coming. You know what I mean? Like that's always how it is. It's like when you in LA, I see so many people, because bitching is like a way of life there. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying that people don't bitch everywhere. No matter where you go, you're going to have a certain. But some of the things that they complain about in LA, it's like, well, where's your solution? Because your solutions involves fucking over a lot more people,
right?
Than actually finding a solution that fucks less people,
right?
You know what I mean? Like, no matter what, somebody's going to get screwed in the deal. We get that, but in LA, it's like the youth, the young is usually the ones that has the loudest voice in LA,
right?
And when young people talk, I mean, they make it out like so many things are so simple.
Right.
And it's not. There's so many things out there. There's so much gray area that young people just don't see. But the older you get, the more you start realizing that the more I talk about a certain subject, am I hurting it or helping it?
Right. Yeah. Unless you have a solution. It's like, what was it saying? It's like, complaining about something without a solution is just whining. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And you just see plenty of that out here. Question: Cirque du Soleil. Too many shows or a great opportunity for small gymnastic Asian people?
Hey. There are small gymnastic French people there too. Let's not stereotype. Small, smelly French people. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I love you, France. Hey, man, I think they're good shows. I mean, right. Hey, if you're going to find some 145-pound man to go out there and put his ass on the line, do it. And honestly, I really do think that when Vegas does get back up on its feet and they start having those Cirque shows, they're due for another tragedy, because that's what keeps people talking. The fact that there's danger involved in those shows is why people go see them.
It's gymnastics NASCAR.
Yes, dude. Yeah, it's exactly. But it's gymnastics is also it's not 30 feet up in the air. Some of these people are way high and they're climbing up poles like they're Donkey Kong. It's crazy, And it's like the fact that we don't have like 7 deaths a year in Cirque is incredible to me. Everybody should be dead.
Your wife, she has a unique job. She does makeup in adult films.
Yes.
Has she ever come home and say, "Hey, I saw this at work. We need to try it"?
Well,
if so, what was it? If you care to,
she's never come out and said it. She never came home and she's like, "Look, I learned this move, this corkscrew move from Tina Twatsnatch," and then, and I'm like, "Whoa, that was nifty," I mean, like that never happened, But there's been times. I will tell you this: the one thing that has slowed down is we used to be real fucking filthy.
Right.
And then she started doing that job and seeing all these chicks fake it. And it's like, and now whenever we do it, it's like, I feel like we're faking it. I feel like I'm a fraud. You know what I mean? I'm just doing this for the camera, Same thing with her. I mean, she's more like that than I am. I mean, I remember one time not that long ago, I said something kind of dirty. She was like, I said something like, "You daddy's little slut," or whatever. She goes, "Yeah, all right." I was like, wait a minute. No, you're supposed to, "Yeah, I am your slut." But no, instead it was just, each his own, what I mean? Like,
no, you don't just openly agree to it. Like we're in a meeting at HR and we're having to mediate this sexual harassment suit that went down.
Exactly. Yes. As of right now, I'll be your whore too. I mean, we'll be each other's whore. Let's do it. Call me that.
So funny. They say the coronavirus, COVID-19, was allegedly caused by someone eating a bat. What is the most adventurous food that you have eaten?
Oh man, I've never really gone out on a limb. I think I'll try it. I think I tried a chocolate covered grasshopper once. I was like, all right, whatever, pop, and that was it. I mean, nothing really.
And it wasn't even on purpose. It was at the buffet at Circus, right?
Right. Yeah, exactly. I was like, oh, this is nice and chocolately and crunchy. Oh, that's a leg.
Look what hopped in here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I heard if you kill a grasshopper, or if you kill a cricket or a grasshopper, it's bad luck. But eating it, not. You're just like, whatever. It's circle of life at this point.
It happens. I know you're a movie fan. What's your favorite movie line or quote from a movie?
I would have to say it's from. I'm not like Italian or anything like that, but I love the Bronx Tale. You ever seen Bronx Tale?
Oh yeah.
When Sonny goes, "Saddest thing in the world is wasted talent," and it's like that line kind of just motivated me to try everything. Just try it. A lot of people. That's a lot of the problem with the world. Is there's too many people out there that are so afraid of failing. And look, I hate failing too. Everybody does, but it's not that bad. Did you get your head chopped off when you failed? No. All right. Well, then get back up there and do it again. But there's just a lot of people out there that just don't like that frustration.
Where can people find you online?
I'm on Instagram and Twitter at Your Buddy Gooch. Gooch.
And you do comedy all over the place, mostly here in Las Vegas for the most part. But you get a chance to travel once in a while when the radio gods decide to cut you loose there for a little bit.
I usually go out of town maybe 2 or 3 times a year these days. Right. I mean, Derek, you know how it is, dude. It's like, it's hard out there, man. Yeah. It's hard, and it's hard to make a buck in this game. So I'd rather just stay here and stay here and have a great time, man. I love it. You know, I love Vegas.
You do a great job on the radio, KOMP 92.3. When you come to Vegas, listen for this sexy bastard, KOMP 92.3, the rock station in Vegas, and hit him up online. Find out when he's doing shows here in Las Vegas, and come out. Oh, look at that!
I'm trying to do this. Trying to point to the sign. Trying to. There it is. There you go. Yeah.
The finger was greasy though.
Because I keep it greasy.
Oh,
you never know when a slippery finger will come in handy, dude.
You know what? I can't think of a better line to end on. You never know when a greasy finger is going to come in handy.
Why do I think that's going to be used in a lawsuit down the road?
You're awesome, buddy. Thanks for being on, man.
All right, brother.